Terry Henne and his Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly cloudy good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Terry Henne here at Radio Center, along with Matthew Lester. Looking at plenty of clouds out there. Not all that bad of a morning. We have the cloudy skies, but very mild temperatures for this time of the year. Our overnight low was about 6 degrees warmer than what our normal high should be for this time of the year. And unfortunately, that's about as warm as we got as we go through the afternoon. That thermometer is going to drop just a little bit. We'll have plenty of clouds, and it looks like we'll have some rain showers moving in as we go into the afternoon. All of that because a frontal system will be working its way across the lower peninsula, heading from the southwest and moving in a northeasterly direction, all around a low pressure system off to the west of us in Wisconsin. That low eventually is going to wind up over the Sioux, and then eventually it's going to drift to the south and to the west. So we're going to be looking at wet conditions and cooler conditions as we work our way into the tail end of the work week. But right now, Matthew, what do we have on the thermometer?
Currently, over at the airport, it's cloudy at 49. Over in Midland, it's cloudy at 48. Here at Radio Center, it's cloudy at 49. We have southwest winds at 8 miles per hour, and our pressure's at 29.67, and it's falling.
Most of our locations that are warmer are right around the 50-degree mark. Even in the Upper Peninsula, we're looking at the high temperatures in the middle 40s. So the cold air really hasn't moved in yet. But you take a look to the west a little bit further out, extreme western portions of Wisconsin, back in Minnesota, as well as Iowa, they're looking at snow showers, snow flurry activity, and temperatures hovering in that mid to upper 30s. Now, the difference between them and us are 5 big ones. Lake Michigan, Lake Huron, Lake Superior, Erie, and Ontario. The water continues to be very warm for this time of the year. Matter of fact, some of the folks have been telling us that we're looking at record warm levels for the 20th of November to have temperatures in the low 50s, if not close to 60 on a few of our lakes. And as a result, we're going to be seeing not so much of a cold air shift when it comes to temperatures on the thermometer, but we are going to be looking at temperatures cool enough to make us feel like it's a little bit cold, and we're going to have a wind chill to work with as we move into the tail end of the work week. As I said, we're looking at a high temperature of right around where we're at now. 33 is going to be our low tonight. As that front moves through, the temperature will drop. We're going to be looking at a west breeze here later this afternoon, gusting up to about 30 miles per hour. As Matthew said, we're only looking at a southwest breeze, about 8. But that is going to be changing. Tonight, a west wind still, gusting to 25. Our temperatures will drop down to 33. We'll have some scattered shower activity around, scattered in nature after midnight, still going to be around. And then as we approach the early morning hours, when that low pressure system settles a little bit further to the south, there is going to be the threat of some snow showers, snow flurry activity. As far as road conditions are concerned, we really shouldn't have any issues because obviously everything is so warm. The ground is warm. The roadways are warm. The lakes are warm. If we do get any snow, it's not really going to stick around. It'll be gone within the snap of a finger. But we are going to be looking at some a little bit more winter-like conditions, especially to start off the morning. Heavier snow is in the forecast for the west side of the state as well as the northwest corner. But that snow, again, is not going to last. It'll be a very brief accumulation. Our high temperature tomorrow will struggle to hit 40. So let's call it 40, be a little optimistic. A low once again tomorrow night of 33. That low pressure system will be over the Grand Rapids area tomorrow afternoon. Friday, mostly cloudy skies. The showers will be around, but it'll be widely scattered. 46, so we'll start to warm up a little. That 46 is a little bit warmer than average, but not by much. 39 will be our low on Friday night. The low pressure system causing all of this weather is going to be over New York State, the western part of New York State on Friday. Saturday, clouds. Chance of a widely scattered shower later in the day on Saturday, but not a very good chance. 46 for a high on Saturday, 32 for a low Saturday night. Again, mostly cloudy skies continuing on Sunday. Mid-40s for a high on Sunday, 40 degrees for a low on Sunday night. A low-pressure system over southern Minnesota is going to affect our weather on Sunday night. That's why the chances of precipitation will increase dramatically once again and hang around for a good portion of the day on Monday. Mostly cloudy skies, scattered rain showers around. Tuesday, we're taking the precipitation out of the forecast entirely, but still our temperatures will be pretty close to average. Long-range outlook to take us all the way through the 3rd of December is for our temperatures to average above normal until we get into and around Thanksgiving. Then we're going to see a change to below average temperatures to take us through the Thanksgiving weekend. Throughout the period, the entire period from the 25th to the 3rd, we're looking for our precipitation tallies to be above normal. Record high in the state is 69. That was set back in 1931. The record low 11, set in 1914. The coldest ever 20th of November was in 1914. 25 was our high, 11 was our low. And the warmest ever 20th, 1931. The record high was 69. The low was 47. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Standing by. What do we have, Matthew?
Up next, we have Cody Harris from Star of the West, and we also have Doug Klein from Oppenheimer.
But before we get to them, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you today by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
They say there's a secret to growing a great crop. At Nutrien Ag Solutions, they beg to differ. It all starts with a strong foundation, and when it comes to fertilizer, there's no question that Titan XE drives dry fertilizer performance. They've been unlocking the potential in every prill of dry fertilizer with biocatalyst technology for over a decade. Visit lpi.ag/Titan or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant to drive your crop's potential today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Freeland Bean and Grain. They're your Dairyland seed dealer, carrying the full line of corn and Enlist soybean seed, proven weed control designed to get you a better harvest. And right now, they've got a good supply across all the Dairyland varieties, including the all-new Vorseed and PowerCore Enlist traded corn hybrids. Justin Varner, he's the guy to talk to. Dairyland Seed, where they've got your seed with your name on it. From your friends at Freeland Bean and Grain since 1983, where serving you is their business. Cody Harris from Star of the West, good morning. How are you?
Doing well. How are you guys doing today?
It's midweek trading. What are we looking at?
Well, I have a little bit of good news. It seems like the little bit of wheat rally still kind of continuing today. We battled most of the morning. We were kind of in the red, but we battled back in some green numbers on both kind of corn and wheat. Soybeans maybe taking a little step back here today. They've definitely got some pressure, outside market pressure affecting them. But kind of diving right into it, we got cash wheat that's up 4 at the moment, 544 on the white, 469 on the red. New crop 2025 wheat, I'm going to call that up 6, 590 on the white, 505 on the red. And then look over at cash and new crop corn, that's up 3 at 353. And new crops and cash and new crop soybeans are down 7 at 897.
Any particular factors that are weighing heavy on the markets today?
Yeah, I guess the big driver here today is we're watching kind of some increasing tensions between Russia and Ukraine. It seems like that's been the driver the last few days in this little bit of uptick that we've seen earlier this week. The fact that Ukraine allowed some long-range missiles in the Russian territory, and Russians Vladimir Putin was he was threatening maybe with a nuclear response, and that's really what drove this wheat market up the last couple of days. It may seem that those tensions have calmed a bit here today, but are definitely a supportive factor as we're kind of looking at the wheat market, and that's really kind of pulling corn up. The only one commodity that seems to kind of be kicking this whole Black Sea news is definitely soybeans, and that's kind of running on maybe some technical aspects. We kind of kicked the $10 January soybean futures support level at $10. It kind of seems like the bean market or the oil market's really driving that. That kind of really seems to be breaking down, maybe in kind of what I heard this morning, breaking out of a bear flag chart pattern. So a lot of technicals going on in soybeans, and then plus with that, we got beneficial weather in South America. And I think with all the projections right now that if the good weather continues, we could see production of soybeans in South America rise as much as maybe 735 million bushels above last year. So that's really got the market a little under pressure here as we go into the midweek today.
All righty. And as far as trading is concerned, next week, obviously Thanksgiving Day, so there won't be anything going on there. Do we have any reports coming up but yet in November, or are we looking at December?
We're definitely keeping our eye on December. One of the big factors here, I guess, this week that I forgot to mention, we do have options expiring this Friday. So far as markets are concerned, really on kind of corn and wheat, December options are expiring. Everyone's really wondering how maybe some open interest is going to be after Friday, and that could dictate maybe where this market goes. But after that, we're really looking at December for our next report. So,
all right. Good information. Cody, you take care. Have a good one, okay?
Yes, you as well. Thank you.
Will do. Cody Harris over at Star of the West. A little bit more in depth as far as what our markets are doing. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer joining us. The market report brought to you by Michigan Truck Spring, your complete parts and service headquarters for light, medium, heavy-duty trucks and trailers, as well as buses and recreational vehicles. Quality parts and service, very competitive prices for well over 45 years. 800-358-4751, or you can buy online at truckspring.com. And remember, they're open weekdays till 11. Market Report also brought to you by Thumb Bank, serving the needs of agriculture since 1895. Farming continues to offer challenges that are very demanding, and Thumb Bank and Trust helps you stay up to date on industry trends and the trends of your operation. They've got locations throughout the Thumb and the Great Lakes Bay region. Relationships are built on trust at Thumb Bank and Trust, equal opportunity lender and member FDIC. Morning, Doug.
Well, good morning.
Well, they're talking about pushing missiles all around, so that's not helping us.
But yeah.
And then, as Cody Harris just said, the weather isn't helping us a whole lot either as far as these commodity prices.
Well, the only thing going up is natural gas, 4.7% today. I don't know if it's maybe they just finally got some snow out west there, and they said, "Well, I better turn the heat on or something."
Oh, they got snow, man! I'm telling you, they got snow. I know there's upper levels in New Mexico, and you would think by now they would be getting a little bit of snow. But they haven't had much of anything for Lord knows how long, and now all of a sudden, they got plenty, and they're jumping for joy out there.
Well, yeah, if you got something to play with, it like a sled or something like that, great, do it.
Yeah, there you go. Well, you got a couple, don't you?
Yeah, I got 2 or 3 of them. Yeah, I got to get them babies rocking pretty soon. So.
Oh, box them up
our way.
Box them up and ship them out to New Mexico. You can get some riding.
Yeah, sell them for a profit, maybe.
Hey, there you go.
Know. That'd be a first.
My luck that dictates the same thing.
Yeah,
man.
Exactly. Well, the stock markets are a little bit iffy today. The Dow's down about 0.2%, S&P 0.5%, NASDAQ 0.6%. Not a big deal. Target had earnings; they were really bad. So they're getting slammed about $30 a share. New low on Target. Also, Kohl's hit a new low. Walgreens hit a new low. Dollar General hit a new low. And Anheuser-Busch InBev hit a new low. So those are your lows. That kind of gives you an idea of where the money's coming out of. Coinbase, that's Bitcoin, that hit a new high. Carnival hit a new high. Royal Caribbean hit a new high. So they're all set. Kinder Morgan, CCJ, that's Amoco. So they hit a new high. That's your uranium company. That's the big uranium producer in the world. So, and Zillow, they hit a new high. So that's real estate. Listing all the real estate in Florida that's for sale right now before the next hurricane.
There's a ton of it down there.
Oh my! So anyway, here's your numbers. December corn 4.29 1/4, up 2 cents. March corn 4.38 3/4, up a penny. January soybeans 9.90 1/2, down 8. March soybeans $10 even, down 8 1/2. December wheat is 5.52 3/4, up 3. And March wheat 5.72 1/4, up 4 1/2. The crude oil is 69.34, up a dime. Heating oil is 224.69, down 0.5 of a penny, half a penny. Natural gas or gasoline is 205.91, up 2 pennies. And natural gas 3.37, up 14 1/4 cents. Over to currencies, Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar buys $1.40 Canadian even. That's up 47 ticks. The dollar buys 155.34 yen. That's up 69 ticks. The euro's at 105.12, down 83 ticks. The dollar's at 106.87, getting pricey, up 66.5 ticks. Gold's at 26.52.80, up 21.80 an ounce. Silver's 31.12, down 14 cents. Platinum's 965.20, down $9.60, and copper's at 418.75. That's up a half of a penny.
A real big mover there.
Yeah. Pretty solid, though.
Yeah. Well, that's the way the precious metals have been.
No doubt.
Yeah. You take care.
Thanks. Yep. You too.
You bet. We'll talk to you later. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Steiner Tractor. New parts for old tractors made easy. They understand how your life and job both stop if that tractor stops running, especially an older tractor that you're used to. You know what it can do, and you got to get it done. You need a part to make it work. 800-234-3280 or go to their website at steinertractor.com. Matthew, coming up next, who do we have?
Up next, we have Jerry Samolsky from the Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville, and we also have Scott DeVries with Nutrien Ag.
Both of them coming up, but first this.
It happens after every commercial building gets built.
That looks great, boys. Wow, what a change. The owners are going to be thrilled.
Even after cleaning out the garage or shed. That leftover scrap metal can be a burden, but it doesn't have to be, and it can make you some cash. Rifkin Scrap Iron and Metal is a metal recycling company that'll pay you cash and recycle your metal for the future. Rifkin Scrap Iron and Metal also makes it easy. We can provide containers for industrial manufacturing facilities and small specialty shops for moving and storing scrap metals. Looking to scrap a vehicle? We got you. Rifkin Scrap Iron and Metal in Saginaw, just north of the Dow Event Center. Also located in West Branch, 1 mile off I-75 and M76. Schedule a car pickup or check metal prices now at rifkin-co.com. Rifkin Scrap Iron and Metal, recycling today for tomorrow.
Friday, bonus pricing has been extended at Rifkin Steel.
Brian Grew here, your local Beta Seed sales manager. Now that another sugar beet harvest is in the books, I want to thank you for your confidence in Beta Seed. I want to hear how the hybrid you planted performed. Your feedback will help us keep developing the best traits to drive yields and manage disease on your farm. That's what we call next-gen breeding for next-gen confidence. I look forward to talking to you soon. In the meantime, you can learn more at betaseed.com.
Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Quality Roasting of Reese. They're offering competitive, consistent prices for your soybeans. Give them a call for a quote today. We say good morning to Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. I don't think we can really complain about lack of moisture right now, can we, Jerry?
No, but it's all good. We need it bad. But Terry, the tip of the day was going to be blah 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 blah. So everybody's tired of hearing me talk about getting their leaves mowed up. well, you know what? We're running out of time. It's going to get cold. Between the rains, those late falling leaves, it is so much faster and so much more efficient to quick mow them and mulch them into the ground. People that don't like to do that may be forced to. And it might be a good experiment to say, hey, it really does work okay. It's not so bad. It's easier, it's faster, and it's better for my lawn. So let's give it a try. I think, the way the weather's going to be, by the time we get some dry weather and those late falling leaves, it's going to freeze, and it might freeze down. It's going to be hard to get those last minute leaves, Terry.
Yeah, you're right. And the maple trees are finally starting to come down.
They are. I've got one that's being awful stubborn. I got some others that have dropped, but one tree in particular is very, very stubborn, just hanging on. So I'm sure I'm going to get one more mowing in this weekend if I can.
And that's probably got some of the biggest and most compact leaves you've ever seen in your life.
Well, not really, but it's a Norway maple, so it's got some big leaves. But again, we chew them all up. And again, people say it's too thick. It's, unless your leaves are 2-3 feet thick and you're living in a forest, it's probably too thick. But I mean, I'll push with the deck of my mower. I'll push leaves, and we'll still chew them up plenty good enough to have them work into the ground.
All right, Jerry Samolsky, we appreciate it. You take care. Have a great day. Okay.
And just remember, blah, 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 blah,
blah, blah, blah. Yes, I know. I think I'm going to be working out in the yard this weekend. Jerry, thanks a lot. Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Scott DeVries joining me right now. Scott, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful today. Blah, 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 blah.
And,
life is great.
And you should be doing wonderful. What did that buck weigh out at?
It was a nice Michigan deer. I mean, he's a good farm-fed deer, acorn. He's eating a lot of acorn. So I don't know, probably just your normal 150, 160 pounds. But I'm pretty happy.
Yeah. How many points did it have?
Just a good old 8 point. So nothing special, but be honored that had a chance to harvest them.
Oh yeah, I guess. And so far, have we been moving a lot of deer out?
Well, I mean, me, I'm an outdoorsman. I love it. And, with all the corn and the harvest being so far ahead, that we're going to take a lot of deer this year. And last year we had a wet fall, and we didn't get as much fertilizer put on. This year we're current on our fertilizer applications. Crops are harvested, and deer harvest is going to be up. So next year, my forecast is good bucks are going to be down because we've harvested a few more this year because they didn't have many cornfields to hide in.
You talk about working in the fields right now and having time to do a little deer hunting. Is there anything that farmers should be looking at yet here before we really settle into winter?
We got a lot of tillage done. We got a lot of things taken care of. We still got a little bit of soil sampling going on, getting taken care of. If you're able to pull the soil sample, pull some soybean cyst nematode samples for next year. See what's going on. I mean, we pull them at Nutrien. You can send them into Michigan State and get data to make sure we're doing the right things from there. And other than that, it's time to figure out what we did, set some goals, put a plan to execute them goals for next year because, our yields were solid in Michigan. I think we're going to have our best yields ever on corn and soybeans. And, the growers who, let's capitalize on what we did right and learn from there. So it's now start planning for 2025, and we're well into that.
Scott, always good to talk. You take care. We'll talk to you again soon. All righty?
Thank you. Be safe out there, everybody. Thanks.
Will do. Scott DeVries with Nutrien Ag. Coming up, Matthew, who do we have?
Up next, we have Chuck Serbinsky from Maple Hill.
But first, this.
Every farmer has their reason for why they do what they do. For Beck's, it's faith, family, and farming. Since 1937, the Beck family and family of employees have been committed to honoring God and helping farmers succeed. Farming is full of extremes, and we face the challenges with hard work and steadfast determination, delivering quality line of products backed by legendary customer service. We look forward to standing by your side, supporting you as you live out the life you were meant to live. Beck's, when it comes to farming, we believe in something more. To learn more, visit BecksHybrids.com.
We could try to explain what it feels like to get your work done on a John Deere. The way a Z-Track mower finishes in half the time you thought it would. How easily soil gets moved with a 1 Series tractor. Or how it feels to tow up to 4,000 pounds behind a Gator XUV. But if you really want to know what it's like to run with us, you just have to get in the seat.
Contact one of Tri-County Equipment's locations in Auburn Hills, Bad Axe, Birch Run, Burton, Caro, Fenton, Lapeer, Marlette, Reese, Saginaw, or Sandusky, or visit Tri-County Equipment online at tricountyequipment.com.
Chuck Cervinsky joining me right now with Maple Hill Nursery. And Chuck, you still got a lot of people coming in with this outdoor furniture. This has really been a good year for people shopping because pricing has been very good.
It has, and we've had the weather to support it too this fall, but we've still got 50% off on al fresco home in-stock patio furniture, 30% off on Polywood floor models. Every year we flip those, and so now we're going through and we've got 30% off on select floor models, some real good deals to be had. And then in addition, Polywood has got their Black Friday sale going on right now until December 3rd, and they've got 18 or 19 specific single items, sets, couches, dining tables, and things like that are all on sale until December 3rd.
Now, if we want to order something, do we still have time to do that?
We definitely have time. Right now, lead times are fairly short, 7 to 14. And if you order something and you need storage until the end of February, 1st of March, we can do that at no cost as well.
Hey, great news. Address, where are you located?
2672 North Eastman Road, about 1.5 miles north of the Midland Mall, just past the Monroe Road intersection. And we're here Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, Saturday, 8 to 1. And you can give us a call here at the store at 989-835-4708.
Chuck, always good to talk. You have a good one, okay?
And we'll talk to you on Friday.
Talk to you on Friday. We'll be right back. Experience the most reliable RTK signal from PC Ag Solutions, compatible with most GPS receivers. Trade in your old radio or modem and get an affordable subscription through us. We have over 25 base station locations across the Lower Peninsula, and we're always looking to add more to our network. Discover more power, more accuracy, and more coverage with our 450 megahertz signal. Call us to learn more today. PC Ag Solutions, 989-868-4444.
Soil prep for next year begins as soon as the harvest is over. Don't miss out on nutrients you can return to your soil. Applying a Dairy Dew compost blend accelerates the conversion of crop stubble into next year's plant food. That remaining plant material is full of nutrients you want to return to the soil. Dairy Dew blends from Morgan Composting, like K2, Gypsum Plus, and Layer Ash Blend with Gypsum, helps with decomposition, releasing those nutrients for next year's crops while also adding good biology and other missing nutrients to your soil. Like a lot of things right now, supplies are limited, so contact Morgan Composting to place your order for fall and lock in your price now. Crops don't wait. The seasons don't wait. You shouldn't wait. Address soil health now for better yields next year. Not sure which is the best Dairy Dew compost blend for your fields? Contact a soil health expert at Morgan Composting for a consultation and soil testing. Call today or visit dairydew.com to learn more.
Lots more coming up. Back with an update, a market update at 12:30. But now we conclude our program with the playing of our national anthem, brought to you by Euclid Avenue Coins in Bay City.
Broadcasting from the Stormmaster Exterior Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW FM, Carlton.